Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another episode here of the Planet Zoo Europe Pack Mini Zoo. So today we're going to go ahead and continue the modded animal kind of trend that I've been doing the last few episodes. Let's see, so this is going to be the, let's see, I think fourth or fifth modded animal in a row that we are doing. But anyways, we are doing the Eurasian brown bear. So yeah, really excited to do this habitat here because this kind of signifies the end of the woodland kind of builds there. I don't think we're going to be doing too many of the outskirt builds anymore. This was kind of the big kind of main area that I wanted to get done with the, again, the finishing off with the Eurasian brown bear here, and then before this we had the Eurasian wolf, we had the Eurasian otter, we had the with scent and fallow deers, and yeah, those are all of the animals that we have out here kind of in the wood areas, and kind of the beaver, or the, not the beaver, the badger, excuse me, yes, the badger as well a little bit, but that's kind of on the like outskirts of town, kind of leading into the woods area. So, but anyways, yeah, no, we're, like I said, we're continuing the woodland build, and we're kind of continuing the same kind of theme that we had in the last episode with the Eurasian wolf, with the kind of castle ruin theme. So we're not building another full-on castle here. Actually, we're kind of stripping away that completely, and we're kind of building a little like ruined, abandoned town just outside of the castle. So and not even really a full-on town. It's more of like a little harbor town, I guess you, if you will. So, but yeah, big shout out to the commenter Doodle Plays there. So they came up with the idea. They said that yeah, there'd usually be mini villages and houses for workers and stuff like that, for servants and knights and whatnot, so you could add a small ruined village just outside of the castle. So yeah, just kind of saying that, you know, it's where, like they just said, where all the servants and knights and anyone that's not staying in the castle, maybe that's where they're kind of staying, this little village just outside of the castle walls there. So yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this build. Was looking really forward to, right when they sent that comment over, I was like, oh my gosh, I pictured it right in my head, exactly what I wanted to build there. So yeah, again, shout out to them for the great comment. And yeah, again, had a lot of fun building this abandoned, kind of ruined build there. If you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I'm kind of into building really like industrial or really like abandoned, no matter what time period, just kind of that gritty grime, junky, janky kind of builds there. So but yeah, I got to use a lot of the rustic pieces that we've been using from the Planet Zoo Europe pack in these last few builds and everything, also combining in a lot of the South America pack, a lot of the ruined temple pieces from that. So don't sleep on those pieces if you're trying to get that really cool old ruined, like rock ruin texture or whatever look for it. Don't sleep on the South America pack or temple pieces there, because I don't know, for whatever reason, I really hadn't used them before doing this build here. And yeah, no, I'm really glad that I kind of started to use it up again and everything. So, but yeah, no, as we're going forward, just kind of start to add in a lot of foliage. That is kind of the name of the game for all of these woodland areas, is to basically just add in all of the foliage. We have kind of the foliage palette set for the zoo and everything, and yeah, we just kind of repeat the heck out of it going forward here. Just kind of get these base structures down, and then yeah, like I said, the rest of it is pretty much all foliage, and some little rock structures there for our Eurasian brown bears to kind of climb on and everything. So, but yeah, as we continue on with that, let's go ahead and jump over to some Eurasian brown bear facts. But actually, before that, I did want to mention, just in case we do skip over, or I'm reading the Eurasian brown bear facts while I build it. I can't remember where it comes up in the build. We also use, or we also build a kind of restaurant, restaurant built into the side of the mountain face there. And yeah, shout out to the Europe Midnight pack. I think that's what it is called on Planet Zoo Nexus. It is a mod pack that I've been using for this build. We're only using 2 mod packs for this build, so if you are looking to download this this build and everything like this project when I'm finished with it, you will have to download 2 mod packs to get into it, and one of them is the Planet Zoo European Midnight pack. I believe that's what it's called. It came out just before the Planet Zoo Europe pack officially came out and everything. But anyways, there's some really amazing stained glass pieces in that pack that that really make the restaurant that's kind of built into the side of the cliff face. So again, just in case I kind of read over, or I'm reading the facts during that part, just wanted to give a shout out to that pack there. So cool, but yeah, let's read some bear statistics, right? Some bear facts, some bear stats there and everything. I like how my voice kind of went a little bit there. Started to kind of sound like Estienne, but anyways, description. So ranging from almost black to near white, the fur is most usually brown and fairly dense. The head is quite round and the skull is wide. Paws and claws are large, and males typically weigh between 265 and 355 kilograms, which is 583 to 780 pounds. Big boys! Females range between around 100 and 250 kilograms. The largest Eurasian brown bear recorded weighed 481 kilograms and was almost 2.5 meters in length. That is ginormous. Range of where they are found. They're found in northern Eurasia. They're believed to be over 100,000 brown bears in Russia, about 36,000 of which are in the European Russia. Elsewhere in Europe, there are a total of around 17,000 brown bears, around 5,000 to 6,000 of these being found in the Carpathian Mountains around Romania, the largest single population outside of Russia. The remaining distribution is scattered and disconnected, with small populations in the Spanish and French Pyrenees, around 43 of them, the Cantabrian Mountains in Spain, around 230 to 300 bears, and according to the Alps in Italy, Switzerland, Austria, Slovenia, around 50 bears in total in those areas. There are an estimated 40 to 60 Marsissian brown bears in the Apennine Mountains in Italy. Some of these populations may be too small to be sustainable. In Scandinavia, the population is connected to the very large population of Russia. The population in the Balkans, mainly in the Croatia and Slovenia, is relatively large but disconnected from the major population of Europe. There we go. I can spit that out there. So it's interesting that they're following them in such small groups, the like 50 to 60 range. I mean, if you saw 50 to 60 huge bears, that's a lot of bears, but still, it's interesting that they're following such smaller groups of them and everything. But yeah, it sounds like they're mainly in the Romania, Russia area there. So interesting. Their habitat, European populations are now restricted mainly to mountain woodland areas. Nice. I didn't actually look up this information before building my habitat for them, but we build a very woodland mountain area there, so it fits in perfect. Status, the brown bears are listed as of least concern by the IUCN and listed in the CITES appendix, but are endangered in much of Europe, with the small isolated populations in southern Europe especially at risk. They live to be 20 to 30 years old in the wild, so probably add 10 to 15 years in captivity usually. Food, the bears are omnivores and feed on fruits, seeds, roots, insects, fish, mammals, and carrion. Mammals, okay, so watch out if you're out in the wild. Definitely, go in the fetal position, right? Assume the position. Behavior, the bears reach sexual maturity between the ages of 3 and 6 years. Mating occurs between May and July. The bears go into winter dens usually in October, November, or early December and emerge in March, April, or May. And cubs are born in the den in January and February, litters usually being of 2 to 3 cubs, but can be 1 or 4. They will remain with the mother for 2 to 3 years, during which time she will not become pregnant again. Except for mating and for mothers with cubs, brown bears are solitary. Threats. So, for ours, we have 2 different bears, and usually, I know that it says that they're typically solitary, but our story is usually that they're brothers or sisters, right? We don't like to separate them because, it always looks better with, the more animals that you can kind of get into these larger habitats, especially by the end of this, it's fully covered in foliage and trees and everything, so it's hard enough seeing 2 of them, let alone 1, right? So threats: hunting, habitat loss, and conflict with humans, particularly due to cutting of forests, and increasingly poaching on a commercial scale to obtain gallbladders and other body parts for use in medicine. So mainly humans, of course, like normal. It's usually humans that are the threat to things. So The population of brown bears in Spain's Cantabrian mountains is one of the most isolated and endangered in the world. The video below, oh, it's about a video that you all can't see. So, all right, cool. There's some general, just little tidbits and factoids there about the Eurasian brown bear. I do that for you all and myself as well, because I don't know jack squat about most of the animals in game or modded or otherwise. So it's always fun to kind of learn a little bit about them, and especially learning about all the numbers. Oh, excuse me. I had dry throat there, excuse me. But yeah, learning about the numbers and actually how little there are in the wild and everything, so it's always kind of interesting to kind of keep an eye on that. So, but yeah, as we're jumping back into the video, coming to the tail end of building that restaurant there, and don't have a name for it at the moment. I was thinking of something cellar, because it just kind of has like a wine cellar look to it, or I don't know, something kind of similar there. So if you do have an idea, it doesn't have to be cellar, by the way, so don't get hung up or stuck on that idea. But if you do have a name for our kind of, again, cliffside or cliff face restaurant there, with the really, really beautiful stained glass pieces, stained glass windows put in there from the Planet Zoo European Midnight Pack. I think that's the name of it. That sounds like a weird name, but I think that is the name of it. Anyways, if you have an idea for a name, do let me know there. So, but yeah, also fun little bits, putting those little crates and the bit of pottery kind of around, just to give a little bit of characteristic to the area, a little bit of story, right? That there was a civilization here beforehand, and now it's all ruined and everything. So it just adds a little bit of character to the area. So, but yeah, speaking of mods, as we move forward here, let's see, what are we at in the video? So we're almost to the end, not really, kind of ish, whatever. Anyways, near the end of the video, I'm going to start to pull out some more of the mods from Nicholas Lionrider's upcoming North America pack there. And yeah, big shout out to him and everyone else that is helping him with that pack. And I can't wait for you all to get your hands on it, because yeah, I don't know what it is, but like I'm kind of like reserved when I first get a mod pack. Especially one that's kind of in beta, I guess. I'm a little bit reserved to use it in like a build like this, or anything that I plan to kind of release to the public, to you all, basically. So yeah, I'm a little bit reserved using it at first, but for this build, I was just kind of like, screw it. There's too many great pieces in this, again, this Planet Zoo North America pack that Lion Rider and others are making to not use them. So, but yeah, as we move forward here, you'll start to see me use some of these pieces, and some of the big highlights from the pack there are going to be the new grasses. There's two for sure, grasses in this that are just really, really amazing. I used one of them for the Eurasian wolf habitat before this one to get that kind of dead, dried out looking grass there a little bit. So use that again in this habitat. There's also this really, really awesome looking tall green grass. Almost looks like the Drin grass that we got from the, oh gosh, was it from the Europe pack? It may have been from the Africa pack, but it's everyone's new favorite grass, basically. But it looks like that, except for way longer. And there's also some different trees that look like the Douglas fir trees in there. Anyways, there's a whole slew of really awesome pieces kind of coming with that mod pack. And yeah, just kind of going to be showing it off and using more of those pieces in this build, and more builds kind of moving forward. I've actually started, oh, actually, wait, before my ADHD brain can't contain it all, but before we move forward with that, my favorite piece from the North America pack that he's releasing is the dead leaves. There are dead leaves in the pack that are recolorable. So yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. And I've started to put the dead leaves and the dried out dead grass all throughout the map, like every single place. I've just been scattering around dead leaves. It especially looks amazing, looks really, really nice going back into the town, putting the dead leaves and the dried out dead grass on the rooftops, because it looks like a lot of, especially in like gutters and stuff like that, it looks really, really cool. And that's just the kind of stuff that we really want or need in the upcoming, scenery packs, or the upcoming DLCs that we are hopefully going to be getting here in the next month or two and everything. Just some more, like clutter, just some more backstage clutter, or just general, again, just general kind of cluttery kind of stuff. So like leaves and other things like that. So yeah, again, big shout out to Lion Rider and all of them for making all of those really cool pieces there and everything. So, but anyways, so yeah, as we're moving forward in the build, just building a little rock structure here, a little semi-mountain, kind of a mountain little area for them to climb up on. They rarely, if ever, do. I even put a herb scent marker. That's kind of the go-to, is either the herb scent marker or the, what is it, the blood scent marker. So maybe they like the blood scent marker and I accidentally put the ROG one down. So, but anyways, yeah, putting that underneath the rocks is always a good way to get them to climb up a climbable structure and everything. But yeah, for the rest of the video, it's pretty much what you see here, putting down a lot of foliage. I do think we get a little bit of the footage of putting down the leaves and other things from the North America pack that Lion Rider and them are making, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let you finish out the rest of the video. Not too much to go there, but yeah, if this is your first time hanging out with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button there. Also hit the like button, does help out the video, helps out the channel, beat that YouTube algorithm and all that kind of fun stuff there. So awesome. Hey, thanks so much everyone for hanging out, always do appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next Planet Zoo Europe Pack mini zoo, where we'll be doing probably the lynx. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We still have the fire salamanders, so we might actually do a build where we can incorporate both of them together. I think that might be a cool thing, where we kind of have a restaurant that overlooks a lynx habitat, like that, and then a maybe have the fire salamander on the inside of the restaurant or something like that. So yeah, maybe we can incorporate both of them together and then start to kind of wrap up this build here, and kind of wrap up this series and get it ready to release for you all and everything. So but yeah, no, that'll be the next episode. Hopefully get the links done, or I might just jump in and start building some more of the town and get the town wrapped up. But either way, yeah, we'll be moving out of the woodland area and back over into the Bavarian town and getting that going there. And yeah, as I'm signing off now, here we go with the leaves and other North America pack modded pieces there. So just admire them and salivate over them, right? And hopefully you'll be able to use all these pieces very, very soon. So keep an eye out on Nicholas Lion Rider's Discord and his Twitter and everything. I'm sure he'll be announcing when that's going to be releasing very soon. So yeah, hey, again, yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out. Always do appreciate it. And yeah, keep an eye out for another episode of the Planet Zoo Europe Pack Mini Zoo very soon. Have a good one.